Welcome all. We have already completed our sixth lesson. Right now we have started our seventh lesson, that is nutrition and diet. We have already seen that day about carbohydrates, fats. We have also seen about the minerals. So now we are going to see about few of the vitamins which are very much essential. You can call them as vitamins too, which are very much essential for our body. And what are the sources, from where do we get these vitamins, and what will happen if there is lack of vitamin in our body. So the first one is vitamin A. If you can see clearly over here, vitamin A helps in protecting eyes. It keeps your skin good. It also keeps your bone and teeth healthy. What does vitamin A do? It keeps your eyes good. It helps to keep your skin clean and bones and teeth healthy. What are the sources? From where do we get this vitamin A? Yes, we get it from carrot, milk, butter, dark green vegetables, sweet potatoes, means ratare, deep yellow fruits and vegetables. And what are the deficiency? Yes, if you are not intaking this food stuff, so what type of deficiency or what will be the disease you are going to face? That is the night blindness. Night blindness means you cannot see during the night time or in the dim light. Xeroderma, that is dry skin. You will be facing the texture like your skin will be dry. So the next one is B1, that is vitamin B1. It helps in proper function of nerves and heart. What does vitamin B1 do? It helps in proper functioning of your nerves. Nerves means what? The one who passes the messages from the sensory organs or the sensory system to your brain. They are said to be as nerves. It helps in proper function of nerves and heart. Which are the foodstuff? Which are the sources from we get this with vitamin B1? That is milk, fish, meat, cereals, nuts, peanuts, pulses. Okay. So what are the diseases you can face if you are not intaking B1? Then it is beriberi. Beriberi is one of the disorder which is occurring when you are having nerve problem, muscle weakness and inefficiency. Muscle weakness means you will feel that you are feeling tired after doing a sort of little work. You cannot pick up any of the hard thing, or you cannot walk also, your legs will not properly function. So this diseases you can face if your body is lacking vitamin B1. Now vitamin B9. Why vitamin B9 is essential? It helps in the growth of our body. I have told you what vitamins are essential for resisting diseases. They keep diseases away from us. They are required in very small quantity but very important. They are helping in the growth of our body. Which are the sources, or which sources gives out vitamin B9? They are deep green vegetables, papayas, kiwis. You are familiar with these fruits. And what will happen if B9 is lacking in your body? It will be improper growth. Anemia means red blood cells will be less. The count will be less, that is RBCs. Forgetfulness, you will forget the things very frequently. And slow movements, you will be very slow in your work, very slow in doing the activities, very slow in grasping something. Okay, what is, now we will see about B12, vitamin B12. It forms the red blood cell, that is RBCs. What are the, or which foodstuff give out vitamin B12? They are meat and milk products. And what will happen if B12 is not present? Obviously it is forming red blood cell. If they are not present, the formation will be reduced. So anemia you can face. Anemia is that disease where your blood cells or red blood cell count is decreasing. Now vitamin C, very essential, very essential. It protects your body tissues. Formation of collagen. Collagen means what? Yes, it is essential for the gums, teeth, bone and skin. It depends your skin structure, your color. It is totally dependent upon this collagen. So it helps in forming this collagen. Which are the sources? Amla, kiwi, oranges, other citrus fruits such as cabbage, tomatoes, leafy vegetables, etc. So from amla, kiwi, oranges you can get this vitamin C. And what will happen if vitamin C is absent in your body? You will face the problem of scurvy. Scurvy means it is a disease where your gums are bleeding. Gums means what? Yes, you are in Marathi we call them as hirdia, which is present where your teeth are located down to them. Thyroid malfunction, delay in healing of wound. If you are wounded somewhere else, it will take a long time to heal it. The next part is vitamin D. It absorbs the calcium and phosphorus for healthy bones and teeth. It does the work of absorbing the calcium and phosphorus. When do we get vitamin D? Yes, we get the vitamin D in the exposure of sunlight. Some of them can receive it from milk, fish, egg, butter, etc. What will happen if vitamin D is not present? Yes, you will face the problem of rickets. Rickets means what? Yes, they are softening of bones and causing pain and fracture. Means if you fall down, you will easily have fracture. And vitamin E. Vitamin E helps in metabolism. Metabolism means movement inside the cells, reproduction, maintaining efficiency of muscle cells. Where do you get this vitamin E? That is wheat germ, green leafy vegetable, tender leaves, vegetable oils, etc. And what will happen if vitamin E is not present? You will be facing weak muscles, obstruction in reproduction. Means if you are reproducing something or if you are giving birth to an younger one, you will have problem and you will face skin disorders. Vitamin K helps in clotting of blood. It does the work of clotting blood. Whenever anyone is having facing an accident, when anyone is meeting an accident, there is lot of blood loss. So if vitamin K is present in your body, it helps to reduce the speed of that blood loss. It will decrease. Yeah, which are the sources from we get vitamin K? Yes, the green leafy vegetables, green cabbage, broccoli. It is also one type of vegetable. Sprouted pulses, more alele kardanya, and yellows of the egg. You are knowing the yellow color of the egg which is present inside. You are supposed to get this vitamin K from it. And what are the deficiency? Excessive bleeding after an injury. If vitamin K is absent, there will be excessive blood flow after the injury. Remember one thing, some vitamins are very sensitive to heat and light. For example, vitamin C can easily destroy during cooking. Therefore, try to eat vitamin C foods, C rich foods, they should be eaten raw. If you heat it or if you just keep it in a light, it will destroy it. So just keep that in mind. Some of the vitamin C rich food, for example, you can see over here, amla, kiwi, you are not heating it or you are not boiling it. Just eat it as it is present, which will help to increase the level of vitamin in your body. So the next part is, you can see over here, the scurvy means what? Just now we have seen scurvy means what? Yes, bleeding of gums and all. You can clearly see over here, scurvy means what? Bleeding of gums. So this is the function what happens actually in scurvy. Rickets means what? You can see over here, and this is called as goiter. Okay, so there are pictures given over here. Now we will see, in the past, Casimir Funk was a scientist who belonged to Poland in Europe. In the scientific article, he read that the people who ate brown rice were likely to get beriberi than those who ate fully mild rice. Means he thought, he have read somewhere that one who are eating brown rice, they are facing this beriberi disease very less and not that frequently. He was able to identify and isolate the substance which prevent this disease, and that's why he named it as vitamin E. And later he also proposed that other disorders like scurvy, pellagra, rickets were also caused by deficiency of some of the vitamins. He was the first one to understand that it is just because of deficiency of vitamins in our body. Now what is meant by probiotics, I will just tell you. The microorganisms which are present in our surrounding, some are good for our health and some are not good, some are harmful for our health. So what actually happens, the harmful one, if you intake them, you will face diseases. But the good one which help in fermentation, you can see the idli which helps in that fermentation process. Some microorganisms also, they are useful in preparing bread. Okay, so some microorganisms or some, they are present in yogurt means they are helping in the conversion of milk into yogurt. दुधाचं दह्यामध्ये कन्वर्जन करण्यात मदत करतात and converting milk into, later that yogurt into buttermilk means ताक. So they are said to be as probiotics. Lack of microorganisms reside in our intestine. Their presence is such a large number that they are essential for our health. If they are less in your body, you will face some problem. So these microorganisms are very essential in your body. So we should always include, to maintain them, to keep the balance of it, and that's why we should include yogurt, buttermilk. Yogurt means, again I'm telling, dahi. Buttermilk means tak. You should always include them in your diet. Fine. So now a balanced diet means what? We will just see. All that you consume in a day is called as diet. Diet means not today a person is saying I'm on diet, I'm dieting, not that one. Diet means whatever you ate in a day is said to be as diet. And what is my balanced diet? Yes, the diet in which all the nutrients are present in the right quantity, which you people or we people are having right now. For example, in your at your place you can see that you will be having chapati also, which is giving carbohydrates to you. Then you can see a chapati is applied with oil, so you are intaking fats also in your body. Rice is also giving you out the carbohydrates. If you are having any sort of the vegetables, they are giving you proteins, they are giving you vitamins. If you are having curry, it is also helping you out. So this all food stuff which you are eating and you are getting them in a proper amount, that diet is said to be as balanced diet. I cannot say the junk food, pizza, burger, they are called to be as balanced diet. Okay, you can see over here there is a pyramid given over here. Cereals or pulses are present at the down. You are taking anything from it. You are eating chapatis also. Fruits and vegetables also included in our diet. You are some of us, especially we are eating milk products, we are eating meat, we are eating fish, we are eating eggs also, and some of them are including oil, ghee, butter in their diet. Okay, what is the use of this balanced diet? It gives you the capacity to work, it gives you the energy to work, it helps you to maintain all the development of your body, it increases the capacity of fighting with the disease. You can fight with disease very easily. You will not understand also which of the microorganisms have entered in your body, and they have totally been destroyed. And it helps in the proper growth. It gives you the ability to fight with disease. It repairs your damaged tissues also. Apart from balanced diet, you should have a compulsorily good exercise which can helps to maintain or which can helps to keep you fit and fine. Now how do you get the balanced diet? Normally balanced diet means what? We should take properly whatever food stuff is given to us by or from our place or from our house. You should eat it completely. All that vegetables which your mother gives you, they are always good for your health. Try to eat them, then and then only you will be away from diseases. Okay, that only the fruits, that only vegetables can keep you away from disease. Your immunity will be also strong. If our need for nutrients is met through the food we eat, the nutrients are better utilized in our body. Hence the best way to take a good health is taking a balanced diet and avoiding deficiency of any nutrient. The next part is fiber. If we select a daily diet which includes vegetable, fruits, sprouts, and cereals according to the pyramid, we also get enough fiber in a sufficient quantity. If you eat these all things, you are getting sufficient amount of fiber. Banana is also rich in fiber. Now, what is meant by actually we all are knowing that not only eating process is important, as soon as similarly water is also that important for your body. Water helps to remove out the waste product from your waste substances from your body also, and it also helps in keeping this all processes going on continuously in a good way. Water alongside with all the nutrients, it is also important for our body. For this purpose we must drink milk, buttermilk, lemon juice, sherbet, fruit juices, and plenty of water. Now what is meant by malnutrition? Overnutrition and malnutrition. Some people you can see they are obese. Obese means they are little fat. Some are very thin, but some they are thin in such a way that they have been not getting food for longer period of time. They are facing the nutrient content which they are getting, it is very less in their food stuff. So malnutrition occurs when all the nutrients that your body needs are not obtained in a proper amount. And if this happens for a longer period of time, you will face malnutrition. And if one diet exceeds one need, how much is required for your body, if you exceed that limit, then you will be facing overnutrition. That is also very dangerous for your body. So see that you will be having a balanced diet. Go for the pyramid, that chart. Take one of the food stuff from it and then only eat. You can eat rice, you can eat chapati, you can eat vegetable, but don't go on eating each and everything at one time. You will lead to an overnutrition stage, and which will be also dangerous for your health. Junk food. Normally junk food we all are familiar. Most of the students, their favorite will be junk food. But see that you will eat in a very less quantity. You should not be totally dependent on it. Chocolate should not be your diet. Okay, chocolate, noodles, burger, pizza, these all are said to be as junk food. However, these foodstuffs contain a refined flour, sugar, oil in large proportion. They only gives you the energy. They only satisfy your hunger. They are not giving you any sort of nutrients in your body. So this junk food, if you go on eating it again and again daily, you will face diseases and you will also face problems afterwards. So what are important, why you are supposed to avoid obesity? Obesity means what? Fatness. You can see people are very fat at certain age. In your class also there will be few students which are literally obese. So see that how you are supposed to decrease it. Do proper exercise. Know how you are going to avoid it. Have a balanced diet, eat properly, whatever you have taken complete it, but don't take anything extra. How much is necessary for your body, how much is necessary for that time, that much only you can eat. Eat whole grains, eat fruits and vegetables along with their skins. Increase use of bicycle, don't be dependent on scooters and four wheelers or anything like that. Please don't do that. You are very small right now to do it. Few of the students are trying to drive their father's or mother vehicle. Please avoid it. Play more and more outdoor games, and only you will be fit and fine. You will avoid this obesity. What you are not supposed to do, do not eat if you are not hungry. If you are not hungry, please don't try to eat anything simply to fill your stomach. Do not watch TV while eating. If you are watching TV, don't eat. Otherwise, if you are eating, don't watch TV. Do one thing at one time. Do not use motor vehicles for traveling a short distance. If you can go easily, just use bicycles. And avoid pre-cooked and packaged food. Whatever foods which are packed and which are pre-cooked, cooked earlier, avoid them. So adulteration in the food. What I mean by adulteration? Normally the food level is decreased. To increase the quantity of food, few of the vendors, few of the shopkeeper, what they are doing, they are decreasing the quality of it. They are adding some of the different materials into it, and that is said to be as adulterant. That materials which they are adding, and when this quantity is decreased, when the quality is decreased, that process is called as adulteration, just to make that profit, and to face, you will face the loss later. Adulterants used to adulterate food are such that they will remain unnoticed even when they are mixed into it. For example, you can see over here, normally you will be knowing that milk is adulterated with water. दुधामध्ये नॉर्मली पाणी घालून त्याचं भेसळ करतात. भेसळ मीन्स हॅव यू हर्ड दिस वर्ड? आय थिंक सो. सो दॅट इज ओनली कॉल्ड ॲज अडल्ट्रेशन. चिली मीन्स चिली पावडर, मिरची masala. It is adulterated with brick powder. Brick, they have been crushing it and they are adding into it. These are adulterants. Peppercorns, they are added with papaya seeds have been added into it. Ice cream, it is adulterated with washing soda and paper pulp. Rice, small white stones they are adding. You can sometimes when you are eating food, you can get in your mouth also. And peanuts, they have been adulterated with reddish pebbles. Pebbles means small stones. So see that you are not supposed to consume this adulterated food. It is adulterating food is a crime. The one who are doing that, they are doing it illegally. They will face this and they will be punished also. And do not eat this adulterated food. If you are feeling that something is tasting different, please throw it out. Please don't consume it. Okay, I hope you have understood this lesson. It is more lengthy, but try to understand it. Go through this, listen this video carefully. Thank you.